Hello, everybody. It's Monday night. It's 7 o'clock here in Houston. You know what time it is. It's a Metal Monday night interview. Tonight, I'm going to have a local death metal band called Architectural Genocide. I'm wearing the shirt that Matt sent me because of the chroma key. I don't know why yellow shows up that way. Let's welcome to the show. Hey, guys.
Hey, what's up, man?
So you guys can hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, it's there's a little echoey. That's kind of why I like to get it going a little bit before, but that's all right. We'll figure it out as we go. So in case you're wondering, for brutal death metal, you got to have some gore. So I wanted to have some some meat as my background, but these are vegan burgers.
Oh, nice.
So for our vegan friends, not to offend anybody. I know interview. It's funny. Like I'm starting off interviewing a death metal band, talking about not wanting to offend anybody. What the fuck's wrong with me?
You're good, man. You're all good.
Anyway, it's pretty cool. Like this is yellow, and for some reason in the chroma key, it's like you can see right through me.
Yeah.
But
totally
coming through.
But it's a badass shirt you guys have.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Bro.
I owe you one. I owe you some stuff, Matt. I got your address. I got you, man.
We should think about some meat textured logos in the future or something.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll have to tip our hats to you for that, man.
Vegan meat texture.
Yeah,
exactly, man.
So yeah, you're wearing the album art shirt. That's artwork done by John Zipp.
The Zygmunt
came out really good. We're really excited about that.
Freud.
Zygmeister. Sent that dude the lyrics to the title track of the record and told him, "Hey man, you have free reign. Do your thing." And that's what he came up with, man. It came out really sick.
That's nice. That's nice. He's done shirts for a lot of bands, huh?
Oh yeah, he's done a lot of art for us.
Yeah, he did the new Incinerate too, I think.
Which is amazing, by the way. Go check that out.
If you guys want to check out a sick ass band, dude, check out Incinerate. New album is fucking
label mates too.
Yeah, they're on Comatose. So definitely go check them out. They're awesome.
Sorry. Shameless plug to the people that are on our label.
No, that's awesome. That's what label mates are supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have to have them on the show at a future date.
Yeah, man, for sure. Absolutely.
But we're here to talk about you guys. Guys.
Oh yeah.
You've got a new record that came out on, as you mentioned, Comatose Records. What the hell's the name of your record?
Cordyceptic Anthropomorph.
Yeah, this is.
I'm
looking at the back of the card, and it's a different band.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
Yeah, Cordyceptic Anthropomorph.
Nice.
There you go. Good job.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cross, bro.
I mean, I've been to enough death metal shows and shit.
Yeah, you got to be able to decipher it, man.
It's I mean, but your logo, is this yellow? Is this going to be able to come through? So okay, you can actually see it better.
Oh, look at that! Oh, a little meat's getting in there, but nothing wrong with that.
Cool speaking meat, bro.
But you can actually read it.
Cool.
It's legible. It's a legible font.
I think so.
Like Daniel, I have no idea what shirt you're wearing.
This one is Impaled Offering. Homies.
Okay. See, I can't see. I can't.
Good homies of ours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And Tom, right? You're the new guy, right?
Yes, I am the new guy. Absolutely. I'm the new meat. I'm the fresh meat.
He's a fucking chud.
Yeah. I'm a meat chud.
So how's that working out with? I guess you weren't on the album, right?
No, I was not on the album. The album was with John, and these guys recorded it, and it's awesome. Nat and I have known each other for a little bit throughout the scene. Always kind of been jamming with him for the past few years, and he needed someone to fill in, and I was definitely more than happy to.
Yeah, and he jumped right in and started learning songs pretty quickly. I mean, we got a couple practices in, and the guys were pretty sold on it. They were like, "Damn, dude, you're pretty decent." even though I think he sucks.
Really?
He's on the road to get kicked
Yeah, I was
out.
about to say they're sold on me. That's news to me.
No, I'm joking. He's
News to
been
me,
great,
too.
man. We're super stoked to be working with him. We've already got a lot of new riffs that we're working on. We
Absolutely.
got a couple new songs in the works right now, and yeah, man, we're hopefully going to be trying to do some more shit relatively soon as far as recording new material, so we can get Tom, a representation of what we are with Tom.
Right on. And obviously you haven't been able to go out and really promote this album very much.
Not
Or
at
at
all,
all.
actually.
So
Literally played the album release show and then COVID hit. like next day. It seems
Right.
like the album dropped on March 13th. COVID. All the festivals lined up for the summer that we were supposed to be playing canceled. So
there was
no push behind the record, unfortunately.
There-
in terms
there-
of live shows.
there was one in Las Vegas that was supposed to happen next weekend that
Yeah.
you guys were going to play, and I was going to go to. Oh, we got some comments here. Kind of ignore this. Facebook user, I was not ready for that background. LOL. Facebook user.
Facebook user.
Wow, interesting.
Someone flying way low under the radar, or maybe it's someone that's shadow banned. I don't know. Who knows?
Dude, VPN.
VPN, VPN. Shout out to NordVPN, by the way.
That's actually what I use as well.
I know.
Heck yeah.
Very nice.
I use it too. That's how I can tell.
That album release show was a sick one, at least. LOL.
Oh
Yeah, man.
dude, Facebook
Absolutely.
user.
Whoever said that, you're at that show.
What the hell? I wonder if this is someone I have blocked, or they blocked me or something. But
Oh well,
I don't know. Hey, thanks for tuning in, person.
Yeah,
for sure.
Really,
Checking it out.
Facebook. You
They
may want to
obviously,
contact Facebook support and say that your name isn't coming up on anything.
that's funny.
That
That's
was
funny.
this album release
Oh.
show.
Oh, okay, so-
Always play that
so-
one.
So it's Jake from
yeah.
Scrap Pile. Okay, he doesn't.
Oh,
know.
Jake.
yeah,
Scrap Pile.
Homie.
Dude,
Excellent.
Yeah, we
man.
played with them at the show.
I don't know that guy at all.
Super fucking cool.
We
What's
had
up,
them-
Jake?
We had them on that.
He's
That dude's
Was-
vocals are killer, man.
I'm sure.
He's
Yeah,
got
he
some
puts
shit
me to
going on.
shame.
Was that at White Swan?
Yeah, it was at the White Swan. It was
Yeah, really good show.
Okay, I
That
don't know.
Scrap Pile, Orchiectomy,
Flesh order.
Flesh Order,
Flesh Hoarder, amazing.
hell yeah.
really good stuff. All homies.
And Defile Crypt.
The Fog Crypt was on there as well. Yeah.
Dude,
Don't forget about those guys. Those guys are sick.
Convoluted
Those guys are
tunes of
sick.
obscenity.
If you haven't
bro.
heard any of those bands, go find the flyer on our Facebook from the show and check out all the bands that play that show, because that was a sick ass show.
Well, I am. I'm sorry I missed that. I can't remember. Scrap Pile played that show. That was around the same time they played the Vakken battle.
Think so.
So I can't remember. I probably had to fucking work or some shit, dude. I don't know.
They advanced on
Shout
that,
out
right?
back to James.
Scrap Pile. They advanced from the Austin show. It was them and Hannah Bearcat, and
Yeah.
Hannah Bearcat won the Texas final, and then it all got shut down.
Oh man.
Unfortunately. Hey,
Yeah.
that was cool for
Yeah.
them to advance at least once. That's cool.
Yeah, and it was only like their third or fourth show, like ever.
Hell yeah.
So
Wow.
Killer.
yeah. Those Scrap Pile I've had on the show a couple times. Those are some really
Nice.
cool dudes, really nice from Eagle
People League.
Lake, Texas. I would
Yeah,
say Eagle
those guys
Pass,
are
but that's
awesome,
not
man.
right. Yeah, I think just if they had some better gear, it would help them. You know, it's just like
man, I think-
no, I'm not cutting them or any. It's just
No,
like
no.
Yeah.
like they've got the skills, but it's just like to get to the next level, they need some like sponsors to step up or something.
For sure.
We need that too.
So
Yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah. All these sponsors out there. Hit us up.
Yeah, so tell me about how did you guys get signed to Comatose Music?
Well, honestly, it was a lot to do with Jonathan's pre-existing relationship with the label. You know, where it helped that we had a really solid product to come to him with. But I mean, the fact that Jonathan was, like I said, pretty good friends with Steve over there at Comatose.
Yeah.
He showed him kind of like as we went on, he would show him material that we've been working on behind the scenes, and Steve immediately took to it. He was like, "That's really killer stuff." And then by the end of it, we just kind of asked him, "Man, you interested?" And he was like, "Hell yeah, I'm interested."
That's cool.
And yeah, it kind of worked out like that. It was pretty incredible.
And you guys put some stuff out before on your own, right?
Yeah. We put out the demo, I think the year before that.
2018, like
before that.
October or something like that.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
2 tracks. Came with
Carlos.
Void of Atrocity and Force-Fed Fecal Fodder. Really cool songs, just to kind of establish what we're trying to go for.
Yeah.
To put our name out there initially, and yeah, pretty cool release.
And so what's the advantage of you guys going with that label aside from instead of just kind of being independent at this point?
Honestly, Comatose has deep roots in the brutal death metal community, man.
Yeah.
You got bands like Sepulchral Gorge, you got bands like Anthropophagus, like all sorts of super awesome and unique bands coming out of that label. So I think that alone, that legacy that they hold, that's phenomenal, man. Like I think that's great to be put under that same representation and be able to, call ourselves label mates with some of those people. Well, not saying that all of them are still on the label, but you know what I mean. It's pretty exciting to have released material under the same label.
Sure, absolutely.
Dude, I mean,
Took care of it.
Yes, that was another
PR review, album reviews that.
Yeah.
I mean, told people how cool it was before it even was released. I loved reading those personally.
Yeah, I bet.
That was fun. And then even the bad reviews, man. There were a couple of them that, just kind of got to laugh it off. But
that's the only one I actually came across.
But like the card that you have, he passed those cards out for 3 months, promoting the album before its release date.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I don't know, that, and then distribution on its own. I mean, shipping is expensive.
Yeah,
Steve's got to look up on
Yeah.
that. So
Well, how do you know how far reaching your distribution is with them?
No, it's worldwide. You can order anywhere in the world, they'll ship it to you.
yeah, I mean, we've even had a few Bandcamp orders that have gone pretty far. Russia, Canada,
Japan, and
Italy.
the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Shout out to those 2 international fans.
Thanks for all the support.
I hope you got your package. I had to fill all that stuff out of the post office.
Just sucks.
But to kind of expand on your notion of how far the reach is, it's really common for death metal labels to kind of do a lot of trading with one another.
Yeah.
And with that said, a lot of the labels out in areas like Russia and so forth, and the UK, they already have copies of our album that you can buy on their site.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
I mean,
Tito
it's
over at
everywhere,
Everlasting
man.
Spew, they've got it. I know.
Yeah.
Well,
And also-
They're based out of Italy.
I mean, that's really cool. I like Hideous Divinity. They're from Rome. So that would be cool. If there wasn't this pandemic going on and you guys were able to go over there, that would give you a big leg up on the crowd and the market and everything.
That was the plan. That was the original plan.
That's our dream.
Was
Oh, yeah.
Go through the summer in the U.S., push the album this year,
Yeah.
roll into the new year, and try to get over to Europe and keep the push going for the new record, And then instead, pandemic, no record push for live shows. So you got to stay on top of things and do what you can. So we just released a playthrough video. We did a guitar and bass playthrough video for one of the tracks off the record. Shot it over at South Wing where we recorded the record, which was pretty cool. Before that, we actually have a full-on music video. No, y'all haven't seen that yet. Check it out on YouTube for sure. Put a lot of effort into that. But even having the labels to back up and helping with distribution and stuff, a lot of other hard work stuff still falls on us, we did all that stuff on our own, 100%, shooting everything, coming up with ideas, getting Clint actually come on and help us out, homie Clint.
You got to
kill him in the woods and turn him into
him.
some stew, eat him in front of everybody.
He's delicious.
Yeah, he was very, very good sport about that.
No. Jeez.
Okay. I'm going to try to see if I can find not Architectural Digest.
No.
There we go.
Those are our brothers.
Yeah.
Architectural.
Represent.
All right, so there's Slam Worldwide posted something. Where's your? I'm seeing
Yeah,
a
we
bunch of
dropped a couple on
stuff.
Slam Worldwide. There's a.
I think the playthrough was on the
there.
Comatose.
Playthrough's on Comatose.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see
playthrough.
Comatose. Yeah, that's the playthrough.
Yeah.
Here, I can.
The
I
video
can.
was on Slam.
Let's see. Let's do this.
Oh.
Let's see if we can show this real quick.
Oh man.
I mean, we own it, so you should be able to.
Yeah, if I get a copyright strike, I'm not sure if the audio is coming through or not. Can you?
No, I don't think so.
Well,
It looks really cool though.
Well, at least you'll get to see Tom.
There's some
myself.
guy with a beard though.
Look at that goofy beanie that's about to fall off.
Yeah, man. I made extra sure to keep the
He
beanie.
shaved the beard.
I made
though,
extra
man.
sure to keep the beanie on right, but I was only checking one side of my face like a moron, and it was the side that the beanie was covering. I was like, man, I'm good. And then I started playing, and then I'm like realizing, like, oh, I look like a Smurf.
No, dude, you look
So-
hella Link to the Past. I don't know what you're talking
That's what I'm
about.
trying to go for. I'm trying to go for a bearded Link.
you shaved your beard.
I did, yeah. Yeah, I'm a music instructor, and I try to not keep it too crazy looking, because I do things that teach young kids and stuff. So I try to keep the burly man down to a minimum, and it's just with everything crazy going on too. Nice. Oh, I could hear that. That sounded really good. With everything that's going
You
on,
guys- You guys doing the air guitar and playthrough there?
Oh man, it's great.
Represent.
But yeah, back to going to my beard and why I cut it off, which is really important.
Yeah.
The hygiene. No, I really think because there's some people here that still have beards, and I don't think understand that the hygiene. I think there's kind of a hygiene thing going on.
with the pandemic and stuff.
That's why.
Yeah.
It's gonna be real easy.
And then I shaved and I started breaking out like a 16-year-old, and now I'm like, man, I need to grow my beard back.
Screw this kid. Don't let him.
That's what I have to say. I mean,
Dude,
they
he'll
can
make
go
out.
back to talking about the album and everything. I'll just talk about my beard and my adult acne.
No, dude,
No, dude,
he's bullshitting about
I'm
that.
bullshitting about
He'll
that.
make out with fucking Matt over here.
It happens. It does
I
happen.
will.
Yeah.
I have before, but anyway,
And that
was
beard
bef-
never bothered you before.
That was before I was in the band. Anyway,
You got-
also-
I'm looking
Go
at this. You got 51 people gave this video a thumbs up.
yeah.
It's gonna be 52. And two
My
motherfuckers
God.
gave you a thumbs down.
What
the fuck, man?
Might have been the same
Those are-
person.
those
They
are
have the
homies.
same arm.
Dude,
Boom.
that's true. It is 2020. You can't discriminate
It's
against
2020.
two-armed people.
It's true.
See, I just started using vidIQ, so it's showing me all these statistics on your video.
Is it a bunch of like old men that are watching it, or what?
Probably me watching it.
Yeah, it's us watching it over and over again. Me trying to show my dad.
Yeah.
why-
Your dad is like, I don't like this.
No, exactly. That's who thumbed down it. Dad.
There's gonna be
Watching
somebody.
it.
There's gonna be somebody that thumbs this down because they think
My
this
dad.
this is real meat, and there's gonna be somebody that thumbs this down when they find out that it's not real meat.
Dude.
The truth.
Yeah.
It's gonna be me.
But can you hear the music coming through?
No.
Not at all.
No.
You
No.
can't hear the music.
I can
Okay.
I mean, I can tell you what part we're on.
Yeah, I know the song.
I can hear the music in my headphones, and
Do you like it?
Dun, 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 dun.
no, it's fucking terrible. No, of course I like it, dude. I wouldn't have invited you guys on the show if I thought you sucked.
But on an honest note, though, seriously, back to when you were asking me about being in the band and
Okay.
everything, just to jump on, like
I'll,
the quality of the music, it's great. It's been great jamming with these guys. And then, Jonathan included, great job on the album. It sounds really good. The more I dug into the stuff, I really started to hear how like classic it was. Like it was still kind of that old school, almost groove oriented death metal, but it had like some really, really technical riffs that kind of challenged me, to get my teeth under, so to speak. So it's been a lot of fun hanging out with these guys. And even though the pandemic's been kind of a bummer, I mean, it's been cool meeting up with them, and you know, we're all on the Discord now, you know, chatting it up, and you know, it's been great. It's been really one of, in my opinion, and I know they'd agree with me because I can speak for all of them. It's been a good, one of the good things about, you know, the past few months.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I look forward to jams.
Yeah,
for sure.
Jams.
We obviously joke around with each other, but we do, you know, really everybody gets along. He was a great fit, came right in, jams the same stuff we jam, you know, which is an eclectic mix of music. Don't think just because we play brutal death metal, we're not driving around screaming to, you know, some Lady Gaga songs and shit.
Sure.
We have
This guy in Purple Rain, man.
Prince.
Oh yeah.
Lil Tecca.
Yeah. So that's but yeah, Tom fit right in, you know, from the start. So, and
That's good.
with the pandemic going on, no live shows, we get as much jamming as we can. He picks up the stuff really quick, comes along. I mean, it's sounding great. Can't wait for everybody to see it live again. You know, because I promise you that nothing's going to change the drive and mindset this band had from the beginning. And, you know, and everybody that isn't here now is going to fight for that same goal. And that's just for everybody in the world to hear the violence that we put on and see our show. Because that's where it's at. You know, writing the music's a lot of fun, and jamming here's a lot of fun, but going out there and seeing the people and watching people go ape shit to your songs is fucking awesome. So
Yeah.
Miss that, and I'm definitely look forward to getting back to that.
It's gonna be wild, man. Like
it is.
There's some places that are still doing some shows right now,
Oh yeah.
but it's like people aren't really going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you gonna risk it for? Like, and we always talk about that a lot. It's like, you know, if the top tier people that this is their living and this is what they do, this is all they do, and they have to tour as much as possible just to make a living and put food on the table. If they're not touring,
Yeah.
what sense does it make for us to put on a local show? You know, where 100 people are going to come out for what? You know, I would hate to be the band that went out there and did it first and said, we're going to have a show and people are going to come out, and then you hear somebody got COVID at your show, you know, and pass it around. Yeah. That would fuck so,
that'd be terrible, man.
Yeah. And I kind of feel like the higher stages are waiting on that. You know, they're waiting to see who. That's kind of the big question: is who's going to go out there first,
right,
and be the first ones to go back to a normal show, not a socially distant show, not a you had to wear masks show, but just a real show. And what's going to be the outcome?
And unfortunately,
nobody wants to be that guinea pig.
Unfortunately, I think it's also going to be kind of something like we're seeing in sports. I'd hate to make the analogy, but it's like I pay attention to a lot of college football, unfortunately, because I don't have a life. But I'm just kidding, Paul. And if you play,
no, he really doesn't.
I don't have a life. That's a completely separate comment. But at any rate, they had the little schools that started saying, okay, well, we're going to go out there and play. And then all of a sudden, they started seeing all the coverage that the little schools were getting. And before you knew it, everybody was starting to play again. So I really think it's going to be one of those, you know, it's going to have to do with, you know, the sales and the stuff behind the scenes. And, yeah, who's going to do it first? And then once it starts happening, though, I think it's going to be nonstop. And I think the floodgates are going to open up. So
can't wait for it because, you know, the people are tired of being inside.
All right.
Were you going to say something?
No, I was going to say I love being inside. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, honestly, I do too. I like being inside a lot too. So now I get to work from home. I don't have to go.
I don't know. I was kind of excited about seeing like a mosh pit with those people and like those bubble balls.
Yeah.
I think that would be pretty exciting.
Yeah, I could do that.
I want to see that before the pandemic is over for sure. So people make it happen.
What are they called? Zorbs?
Zorbs?
Yeah, pretty brutal.
Yeah, that would be sweet. Make it happen.
Dude, might have to do that.
Yeah. Zorbs.
To-do list.
I mean, like, you know, during the summer, outdoor shows are a thing.
Oh, yeah.
You went up to South Dakota, right?
I did. That was, yeah.
That was recently, though. That wasn't right? Middle of the pandemic festival?
That was in July. That was in July.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So it was right before Sturgis. And Sturgis is what really made the pandemic spread up in the Dakotas.
Right.
I believe that.
So because like I drove, right? So driving up there and back along Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, nobody was wearing fucking masks. And and people were actually like looking at me like I was gonna rob them or something because I was wearing a mask. And
man.
it was insane, man. It was insane. It was funny at the Slam Dakota, the person who booked the show, who set it up, she said the owner of the bar asked her, she's like, he was like, "There's not going to be anybody from Texas here, is there?" And she was like, "Well, the headlining band is from Tech. The headlining band, Abolishment of Flesh, they're from Texas, you know."
Yeah.
And so yeah,
Okay.
well, to the two guys from Abolishment of Flesh, and then me, with the three people from Texas there, and we all wore the masks the whole time,
Yeah.
and nobody else wore masks.
That's crazy.
And there were people, it was just a regular metal show, man. People were moshing and shit, and
That's
crazy.
nuts.
That's crazy.
giving hugs. And I was like, don't touch me.
Yeah.
I accidentally
Oh, wow.
I accidentally shook somebody's hand. I was like, oh shit! We both immediately like got the hand sanitizer. Yeah, but we were both fine. But you know,
good.
like I had to tell somebody, this is more for your protection, not mine.
Right.
You know.
I mean, let's be honest. Nobody likes wearing them, right? I mean, it's annoying as fuck, but if that's what it takes, man, it's what it takes. Do your part, and let's fucking get through this shit so everybody go back to living a normal life.
For sure.
Yeah,
We're
I
moshing
mean,
again in short order.
I wear a mask at work. I actually got these. I'm gonna add them to my Amazon affiliate store. So this is kind of a plug for that. You can go there by going to amazonzip.com because the actual URL is too long. So amazonzip.com. It's this like little piece of silicone. It's like it's called Mask Hack. It's not a hack. It's like a mold. Like I wish I had one on me. But you put it over your mouth and then you put the mask over it. So that way the mask doesn't go right over your mouth and your nose. Like there's like a bubble there.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And it was like $12 for a pack of 3.
So,
So I figured I was like,
hold like a mic. You just put like a mic there, so you can just do brutal death metal vocals.
yeah, you
Wow.
could. Like
So
if you had
the
if you had like a lapel mic,
Yeah.
yeah, you could clip a lapel mic to it, sure. Yeah. So I'm gonna actually do some. I'm gonna do some shoots on Wednesday. I'm gonna do them live because I hate editing. I hate video editing. It
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
Ooh, shots fired.
No, it's not. It's not a shots fired.
is it the color
No.
grading that gets you?
No.
Let's aren't
Some people,
feeling out.
some people love it. Some people are good at it. I don't love it, and I'm not good at it.
Yeah, I can't do that shit either.
So-
this guy over here,
He's pretty fucking
Master.
good at it.
Yeah, Nat's
Yeah.
our guy on the
Yeah, Nat's
inside
our guy.
with all the editing and stuff.
Well, maybe we should talk. Maybe we should talk about
Ooh.
some. I don't know. I don't know if I can afford you. I don't know if I can afford you.
She's not cheap.
yeah, we can't afford him.
Okay, fair enough. Then that's enough. Then
No, man, it ain't that bad. I think I charge like what, $3,000 an hour.
But yeah,
Yeah.
he dropped it.
Yeah.
That's COVID.
That's
That's
the
the
front price,
pandemic special.
Yeah,
Pandemic.
I got you, bro. $3,000.
yeah, I don't got that.
I'm going nuts.
I'll just stick to iMovie on my phone.
Dude, yeah.
Free
that's
trial.
me.
Free trial.
Yeah, our movie's good.
I have Final Cut Pro. I have Final Cut Pro 10 on this Mac. I actually bought this Mac with Final Cut so I could like, okay, I'm gonna get serious. I'm gonna do some video editing. I'm gonna get this done. And dude, 95% of what I do, I just use my phone and use iMovie.
Yeah. Well, if you watch that playthrough video that you had up earlier,
Mhm.
for anybody that watches that was shot, cut, and edited by Nat here. And Dan was in there too with some backup camera.
Yeah, I didn't
Some
drop the
sick-ass
camera.
shots, so.
You didn't
Did not drop that camera. I was happy.
You got to get good tripods.
That's why you'll notice the shots that have Nat and Dan doing the air guitar are all straight on shots because me and this guy, no
That
camera
was
skills
Yeah, Nat
whatsoever.
doesn't trust him with
Those with the
this
tripod.
Nice.
Those with the tripod?
Tripod.
We're only good at the string things. That's it.
Tripod.
Tripod.
All right.
Well, I saw you guys last year. It was a little over a year ago at a tattoo parlor.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
that was a fucking great show, man.
That I mean, that whole
Such a great time.
that whole thing is legendary. Like I'm gonna remember that forever.
Man, Nat and I had been to a show there previously and saw it, and A Slut in the Sun. Who else played that show?
Oh man, I can't hear.
We were by the Tiger and caught a show. And we're like, man, you hear, hey, you want to play a show in a tattoo parlor? And you think to yourself, what? What sense does that make? But we had already been to one and seen it. It was like, dude, that night we're like, looked at each other, we're like, dude, we have to play a show in this tattoo parlor.
That shit was packed, dude.
It was awesome.
Everyone was getting into it.
Hot, man.
Yeah.
It was hot.
Yeah. Even though it was
Hot
hot
as
as
balls,
fuck,
but it
dude,
was awesome.
people were still feeling the
Yeah.
shit out of it.
People like
It was a great
looking through
show.
the windows and shit. I mean, it was wall to wall madness.
Yeah, I actually watched most of your set outside through the windows. 'Cause, I mean, there were dudes in there doing karate and shit, and
Yeah.
and the
Unfortunately, it exists.
and so here's like the funniest thing. So I was in there watching Poolside at the Flamingo.
They
Great
killed it.
great
They
great
fucking
guys
killed it.
from Colorado.
Yeah.
I actually got to
Yeah,
see
they're
them
like a
again.
Fucking great set.
I got to see them again with their bass player at Full
wow.
Terror Assault last year.
Killer.
That's
So-
excellent, man.
So it was cool to see them in Houston before that and get that interview before I went to see
Nice.
them again. So cool guys. And so I was watching them, and then the guy was swinging his arms doing the karate shit, and I was like, I gotta back up. You know, I gotta get out of the way. And
That one guy was insane, man.
and as soon as I like stepped to the side, like he hit some woman and she fell back and landed on your girlfriend's ice chest.
It was my cooler.
They're your cooler.
Yeah, he
Your
bought that,
styrofoam cooler.
2 years or 2 hours ago.
Okay, I'm glad
I mean,
we
it's
put
fucking
it
styrofoam, man.
Yeah,
It's
it shattered.
styrofoam. Yeah, it shattered and ice and beer went everywhere.
Yeah.
And people were like slipping and shit.
Yeah, dude.
And like your girlfriend was pissed.
No, she was cool. I was pissed.
You were pissed. It seemed like everybody was pissed. It's like, what? Why was that
That's one
guy?
of my beers back, man.
It was like, what was that dude's problem? Like, come on, man.
Actually, that's my friend who actually did all that.
I was waiting for it.
The girl he pushed was his date.
Yeah,
That
the
got
story
me
is
busy.
deep.
Yeah. He actually, one of the first shows we ever like put together at the Houston Underground. He was the only one moving, and he was actually running around pushing everybody. So
Okay.
Pushing his girlfriend. too.
Props to
Yeah.
you, man.
yeah.
Shout out to that guy. Yeah,
Actually, don't do that. We do not condone.
no, we're not.
Yeah, so that was his date.
Yeah,
Did he
why
get?
did you say that?
Stop
Did he get
doing
his-
karate in shows.
Did he get a
That's
second?
horrible.
Did he get another date after that?
Was there a second date?
I don't think so. Honestly, I think his car got towed, and that was kind of the end of it. So, shit happens downtown.
Shit.
right?
Take your first date. Don't take your first date to a death metal show and throw it in a fucking cooler.
I mean, I think it's okay to take a first date to a death metal show. It kind of shows you what kind of person they
sure.
are. But
But once you
Yeah,
start
don't-
hitting-
yeah, don't get violent. No, not cool at all. Not cool at all.
Woo.
flag on the Twitter.
And another thing I remembered about that is, Daniel, you are a tall dude, and you are an imposing fella on the microphone in front of that band, and you did have a big old afro.
I had the fro back then. I recently
Yeah.
cut it off.
R.I.P. Fro.
Yeah, it'll grow back.
Respect.
It'll fro back.
Yeah, I saw your little story. You're starting to get like Max Cavalera ish.
It was starting to dread itself,
Yeah.
and that's when I figured, I had about 2, like medium to large size, like flat dreads, and I was like, you know what? I think it's about time to cut this mop off.
Yeah, man, you got to brush that curly hair out, man. You got to brush it out.
Dude, it honestly, if I brush it out, it's just coming out. So
You still miss it.
yeah, that was the longest I've ever had my hair. Actually, it was fun.
It was definitely a look for sure.
Unique.
Where the power of the vocals came from.
Yep.
Well, speaking of the power. So, well, I mean, you still have the power. You've got the
Absolutely.
touch. You've got the power. Have you guys, speaking of death metal dudes with bad hair, have you guys heard the new 6 Feet Under?
It's fantastic. Album of the year.
So we were
Album
talking about
of
thumbs
the
down
year.
earlier. I've never seen so many of those.
And what's
on
wrong with
YouTube
those people?
videos
It's
ever.
obviously Barnes' best work. I really don't understand what everybody's like. It's fucking phenomenal. I mean, it's just like when I think I can't do it anymore.
It honestly breaks my heart, man.
No,
I,
it's
listened to,
terrible.
I went back and listened to some of the old stuff, and I just went, "What the hell happened?" Like,
For sure.
Well, yeah.
For sure. That's
So
what sucks about it.
so
You
with-
know,
with-
a legend is done, and we're laughing about it. It's a good time and all, but that's the worst part. Is that, man? Those early Cannibal albums. Let's not all pretend like they weren't our guide to fucking
Yeah.
death metal.
even
Absolutely.
early 6 Feet Under, man.
And even
I
early
jammed
6
that
Feet
shit.
Under, and I used
Yep.
to even jam Torture Killer for a while too. Swarm is a fucking great album. And
Yeah.
now you hear that guy. It's funny, and everybody has a good laugh about it, for sure. Because let's be honest, that's atrocious what they put out. But let's just not put all that on Barnes. By the way, somebody at a major record label was like,
yeah.
"Fuck yeah, man, put that out." No, come on.
I saw a cameo. I think it was today where someone, one of his fans, paid for him to give another fan a shout out, and he was talking about how much what I'm talking about. Like he's talking about how this was like his favorite record. He put so much into it. He feels like it's his best work ever. And I'm like,
believes that, like deep down, he believes that shit. You see it in his face, and it makes me sad because he was a standard for a long time.
Yeah.
For a long time, people wanted to be Chris Barnes, and
yeah,
I mean, he was great. He really was. And I'm being a big Alex Webster fan. On bass for Cannibal, like I love that band. One of the first death metal tracks I ever heard was a Cannibal Corpse track, and with Chris Barnes on vocals. It's like, come on, man. It's just it's sad. It sucks, but it is also hilarious because if you talk shit to him on Twitter or whatever, he will talk shit right back.
dude, his Twitter's the worst. He's like, in 1995, Cannibal Corpse became 6 Feet Under.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, it's just sad, man. Because it's just guy's a legend. Guy's a legend, man.
That's crazy.
And it's
I
sad.
didn't know
It
that.
makes me sad personally, but I'm laughing with these guys at the same time. It's pretty funny.
Another dude who's terrible on Twitter is what's his name? Is it Mark Morton from Lamb of God, the guitar player?
Really?
No,
Yeah,
Yeah.
the guitar player. He's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Twitter's just. Yeah, all that stuff is. I don't think that does any good. I think it adds so much fuel. But yeah, Mark Morton. That's crazy. I didn't know he was on Twitter putting people on blast.
Oh yeah, big time.
That's funny.
What's one of the most recent things?
Yeah, what is he talking
Well, he
about?
got mad at me. He got mad at me.
Oh, you got mad at you directly?
Oh,
Yeah. We had a little exchange. It was just about there. So he is to the left, which I am as well. But he was trying to say that Antifa and Black Lives Matter, all they were doing is causing property damage and burning cities down. And I'm like, that's not what they're about, So he vehemently disagreed with me.
Yeah. People have a lot of really strong opinions out there. We try to steer clear of that.
Yeah, that's fine. That's absolutely
We'll play
fine
metal,
and
man.
understandable.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Don't play some
Yeah.
death metal.
We're only into architecture and genocide. And that's it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so you are into destroying buildings.
Absolutely.
Sure.
No,
Destroy-
we're into architecture. Separately,
genocide.
genocide.
Yeah, I did destroy buildings, though. That shit's pretty tough.
Yeah, no.
Oh shit, I think I'm losing you guys. You guys are frozen. You're frozen. Shit. Well, where am I at here? Yep. Are you guys there? All right. Seems like I lost these guys. They're stuck. That's a great look for them. So I'll just remove them for a minute and see if they get unstuck. We'll bring them back. But Yeah, Architectural Genocide, Texas death metal from Houston. Awesome band on Comatose Music. They're new. Yeah, they're gone. They're completely gone. They lost it. Now I'm getting okay. So their album, Cordyceptic Anthropomorph. Cordyceptic Anthropomorph is a blast beat driven war machine of bowel bursting venom. Yeah, Matt said internet drops back in a second. Yeah, it's cool. They'll be back. Cordyceptic Anthropomorph is a blast beat driven war machine of bowel bursting venom. 8 songs of sheer brute force immerse you in a maelstrom of sonic violence and deliver a whole new level of sickening, slamming, brutal death metal.
We're back. We're back.
It's cool. I was just reading your postcard
Fuck yeah,
description
Hell
of
yeah.
your album.
We were talking
Yeah,
about
but-
destroying buildings, and then all of a sudden, something happened, and
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
we heard
You gotta
some
watch out, man.
explosions. But
Big
now we're
brother.
back.
Big Brother is always listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, they thought we were having some kind of Antifa meeting.
You dropped Antifa. We
Yeah.
dropped throwing buildings.
Yeah, we said genocide like 4 or 5 times.
Internet. Boom.
I was wrong.
Damn.
So we will not be denied.
so tell us about the name of the band.
Architectural Genocide.
That actually came from our first bassist, right?
Yeah, I believe our
There's also a
boy
homie.
Michael.
Felter Snatch.
Yeah,
Homie.
He
fucking
felt
dude
for
from
snatch.
Sever the Silence, killer fucking bassist.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
Sever the
amazing
Silence
bass
is
player.
awesome. I used to play with them when I was a wee lad.
Yeah, dude, they're,
Not with them. I played shows with them. I
They're-
wasn't in the band.
they're a great band, and he played bass for them, and he now plays bass for Slug in the Sun. But yeah, he was
Okay.
actually jamming with us for a while, and I'm pretty sure he came up with the name.
Yeah, we didn't have a name, and he was just kind of like, I've been writing some stuff down. What do you guys think about this? And as soon as he said it, we're just like,
Boom.
that's it. I think within a week we had a logo from some guy in Indonesia, I think.
Shout out to those
You
kids
know,
in
yeah.
Indonesia.
You know,
that support
Indonesia dudes,
fucking
those
death
guys are
metal.
on it.
They
Yeah,
are all
I have-
amazing artists out there. They support, they buy merch. Those kids are awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a couple of them that added me on Facebook, and they're in like my metal group, and they're always posting
Yeah.
art for sale, art for sale, art for
Yeah.
sale.
Heck yeah.
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 I get that, hey, bro, what's up?
Yep.
I have art. And then,
Boom.
Slew of pictures.
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah,
But I guess to further kind of expand on the name, it's kind of a concept of someone creating a blueprint to destroy humanity. So it's architectural in the sense that it's thought out and it's planned, and there's like a very intricate process to it that you can see visually, representation of it. And it's basically a plan to end all of humanity. So that
Cool.
would be the architecture.
You know,
I kind of based
That's kind of scary.
our
Oh,
album
shit, this.
around that idea, along with the, I guess, cordyceps, which I've always, had like just a yearning to know more about them. But I first heard about them through a Cephalic Carnage song, Cordyceps Humanus.
okay.
I think that was on, I forget what album. I want to say Misled by Certainty. But ever since I heard that, and then I played The Last of Us, I watched a couple YouTube videos, did some research on them, and loved the idea of cordyceps on like a human level, and then kind of built the character, the cordyceptic anthropomorph, which basically spreads that spore to take over humans and kind of take it on a global level and kind of eradicate the human race.
Wow.
fuck yeah.
Scary stuff.
Kinda.
For anybody who's into that, man, read the lyrics to the album.
And play The Last of Us.
It's growling, but read those lyrics. man,
Listen to
because
the Cephalic Carnage song.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
the man's a lyricist as well.
So I've noticed this, since we started, but when you crossed your legs just now, it's become really painfully obvious. You guys are just flaunting those knees like
Knees out.
Like such
Short shorts, man.
such
Like,
whores, knee whores.
Like, man,
Knees
it's all
out.
about the shorts.
We think that the knee is probably one of the best joints on the body.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So
Full
we figured it
support.
would be pretty good to showcase.
But everything
that.
comes to the knee. If you got bad knees. I mean,
And Nat, your
Yeah.
shorts are so short. I don't see how your schlong doesn't just flop out of there.
Oh man,
Whoa.
You're gonna get kicked me off. You're gonna get my show kicked off the internet.
He's a eunuch.
yeah.
He's a
There's
eunuch.
nothing down
Or
there.
we can just add it to like an OnlyFans account. Or
Yeah.
something. Make some
Check us
real
out
money.
at Architecture Genocide on our OnlyFans because man, if you think the knees are great, check out what we got over
You
there.
should see Nat's nub.
Hey, you got to make a living during the pandemic, right?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Dude.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Shows and merch, fucking. That's where your income comes from, man. So.
And you guys don't even have like I can see Matt. You have a tattoo on your arm, but it's like you guys are
Yeah.
pretty.
a few tattoos.
I have 0.
All the ink on me, it's clear. You just
I have
can't
a-
really see it.
I have
that
a
well.
giant
It
Marvin
glows in the dark.
Zindler. I have a Marvin Zindler Eyewitness 13 tattoo on my back, but other than that, I'm clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 0 tattoos.
R.I.P. Marvin, man.
No,
Great
man,
guy. Staple of Houston.
Slime in the ice machine.
Everybody outside of Houston is like, what?
Yeah.
Dude,
My man in the silver hair, the tinted glasses.
Oh,
I mean, come
man.
on, Marvin's in there.
He should be viral by now,
I
right?
thought I thought as a child that that's just what new
Yeah.
looked like. And it wasn't until I got older that I was like, wow, that's really eccentric. Purple shades and white hair. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Anyone who's not from Houston, Google
Marvin
Google Slime in the Ice
Zindler.
Machine.
Eyewitness news.
The song, well, I'm not going to drop that trivia. I don't know. if
Great.
it's true. I know.
And he always
Good
he was
golf,
always
good
like,
tennis, or whatever makes you happy.
exactly. I'm like, how fucking white is that? Telling everybody to enjoy their golf and tennis. You know, come on.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
can you say that in 2020?
Can I? What's that?
Oh, I see what you're saying, man.
Yeah.
Hilarious. I love the suits. God, phenomenal suits.
Yeah. Would you ever see the best little whorehouse in Texas?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that's what ZZ Top song is about.
Chicken Ranch.
Yeah, that's what made him famous, man.
Oh,
He's the
yeah.
one who broke that story.
Ruining
Oh, yeah.
everybody's time.
Yeah, yeah. He wants everyone to play golf.
Constitution.
He just wants everybody to play golf or tennis. You know?
Yeah.
Not
You better be playing golf and tennis and not banging horse.
Yeah.
not picking horse.
Marv says. Leave it to Marv.
We got another
Okay.
comment. I think this is probably Jake again. He's like, "Yo,
Oh,
Indonesian
yo.
dudes make the absolute sickest death metal art."
Fuck
I don't
yeah.
know
Hell
what-
yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I think my friend
He's fucking awesome.
Anastasia. I think she used one of those dudes for her shirts. Into the Pit with Annie. I don't know if you've heard of her. She's out in Vegas.
Check that out.
Yeah, she's out in Vegas. I met her at Slam Dakota, and she was helping promote that Slaughter Fest, Las Vegas Slaughter Fest.
Yeah, man. It sucks that it didn't happen. Really sucks that it didn't happen. But
Yeah, that
Oh,
lineup
yeah.
was dope.
good lineup.
Well, they
And man,
they
Michael
pushed.
Gordon out there, he worked so hard. That guy, you want to talk about one of the
Yeah.
hardest working guys in death metal. Michael Gordon's one of the hardest working guys in death metal. He tried so hard to make that happen for everybody, for the fans, and it really sucks it didn't go through because I know he did it the right way and had the processes all figured out, had all the had everything he needed, and then didn't let it go down. So it's not on him, not on the promoters at all. You know, it's just unfortunately one of the things not.
Motherfuckers need to wear their masks.
Yeah,
and
just put
shit,
your mask on.
so we can go to festivals again.
Mask on.
Just put your fucking mask on.
Put your masks on.
Yeah.
Are you guys wearing masks when you practice?
Nah.
No, we make out all the time, so we figured what difference does it make? I mean, we're always making out with each other. I mean, we're fucked anyway, so.
Yeah.
But
You got-
you got to follow the ordinances when you're out in public. Just you got to go somewhere. Everybody's got to go to the grocery store. You got to pick up food. Just wear a mask.
We're
That's
all
all I can
pretty.
do.
We all kind of more or less either work really isolated jobs or work from home.
Yeah.
And we've
It's
been
good.
around each other enough. I know Matt you were just saying you get like checked at the door now,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So, and then the rest, we pretty much work from home for the most part. So we're like the only people we have contact with other than I guess our immediate family or whoever we live
Yeah,
with.
I go out like once every 10 days for groceries, and
Yeah.
other than that, I'm at home working,
Yeah.
playing video games.
I pretty much save all my social chips
Yeah,
for coming out
for
here.
jamming.
I mean, anything else comes up, I'm kind of like, man, I would, but I'm not really. It's like the only thing I'm doing. So
Yeah, this is the most social interaction I've had in like 10 days.
yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
crazy. I'm kind of weirded
I
out.
want to touch your face. I wish you were here.
No, don't. So,
Hey, please.
I'll wear a glove.
so you guys aren't going to the Renfest or anything?
No,
Nah,
not at all.
I probably will not be. 'Cause I have
I want to be able to keep doing what we're doing. You know, like, you gotta go to work for sustenance, so you gotta make money, and then we want to jam. So take proper precautions. We can continue to do that and continue to prepare ourselves for when we can play a live show. And we want that the next iteration of this band to be the best that anybody's ever seen. And I can promise you, what we're having in our jam sessions right now, it's absolutely going to be. You know, we pride ourselves in a killer live show and bringing, you know, our sound to the fans exactly how they heard it the first time. But what we also like to do is challenge ourselves when we play live as well, and kind of push the issue and play as hard and as fast as we can. And that's what I miss. Watching people's reactions. Yeah, they've heard that song.
They like
But
playing fast.
have they heard us play it? How we're going to play when we play live? You
Yeah,
know?
they like playing it fast. For me, I look over at them. I'm like, we're playing this at double speed. I'm having a hard time breathing. So
Yeah, but it's man. When we come back the next time swinging, it's gonna be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So what's your dream scenario for when you can come back? What would you like to do?
I want to play Obscene Extreme. That's my dream, is to play that festival.
I want to play somewhere really close to a huge cat sanctuary, so I can just hang out with all those cats.
Are you talking about like a
Fuck yeah, man.
Like the
Show?
big
He said
cats, like the
dream, not
tigers.
dream, man.
Like-
No,
like-
no, 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 no.
Like Pussyfest
Like,
2021.
a chill alleyway with a shitload of cats.
Just cats.
I'll just be like,
Okay.
hey, what's up, boys?
Dude, where's the
you want
cats?
to chill?
Meow
So-
We're playing the
Fest.
show.
So-
Meowfest 2021.
Happening right meow.
So there are a lot of there are a lot of feral cats in Old Town
Hey.
Spring.
All right.
Okay.
Yes. That
So
is
downtown
true.
Old Town Spring, you're saying, is the spot?
Yeah, I mean it's right down the street from me, so that would be killer for me.
Nat, are you writing this down?
Yeah, Old Town Spring.
Old Town Spring.
How old is it? Do you know?
It's really old.
Old Town Spring.
1880s, I guess.
Like Metal
Okay.
Spring or
All right, I'm
Water
writing that
Spring?
down. Awesome.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, like for sure, the coming back playing a show like Dan saying Obscene Extreme, that's gold. That's like
I want to see
Upper echelon
the
achievement
toilet
level.
seats and the penises flying across the air while we're playing.
but
That is my dream.
oh yeah,
And then Gudalax comes on right after us
nice.
and just sprays everybody with shit.
But like
So
honestly,
no, are you talking about obscene extreme, or are you talking about brutal assault?
No,
definitely
Obscene Extreme. The one in
Okay.
Czech Republic.
Yeah.
I've,
Brutal assault is in Czech Republic, and you said Gudalax
Yeah,
with the last year when Gudalax played, they threw the porta potties out into the
Mhm.
crowd. That was at Brutal Assault open air.
Yeah, no, I don't know, for whatever reason, Obscene Extreme has that kind of, it's small enough to be somewhat intimate, but at the same time, it's got that open air feel. And everybody dresses up, and you know, you have all those inflated penises and shit flying
Cool,
through
for
the air. That I don't know, for whatever reason, my heart goes there. But I mean, we can play both of those back to back. I love
Sure.
the Czech Republic. I've been there once. I'd love, you know, if I keep on dreaming, you know, Hellfest.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Sure.
Everyone can dream, right?
I went to Wacken last year. I was supposed to go this year. My ticket got rolled over to next year, and
That sucks, man.
it's amazing. There's a lot of power metal there, which is interesting. I never thought I would ever be into any power metal until
Oh, you gotta be in at
Yeah,
least one
who are
power
some of
metal
your favorite?
band. Yeah. Everybody's got a power metal band that they
Who are your
love.
favorite power metal bands?
I like Glory Hammer.
Okay. All right.
Glory Hammer, I think, are pretty rad. Sabaton, I don't love Sabaton, but they put on one of the most amazing shows I've ever seen.
I've seen them live. I saw them in 2012 in Gothenburg at Metaltown. They headlined out there, and it was a great show. Not necessarily something that I would buy every record for, but
Yeah.
if they were on a bill, I would definitely drink a lot of beer and watch them play.
Yeah, there you go. Without a doubt.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
But like I saw like Elioete there with like 30,000 people, and then I
Right.
saw him play in Houston in front of like 200 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they did the same exact show,
So,
Oh, yeah.
sure.
So
That's their performance. Doesn't matter
Their
how many people are in the crowd. You play to 100 people, 1,000 people, 5 people.
yeah,
You put the same energy out when you play it. When you play a show.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And that's why, for me, like coming back out of the pandemic, I want to play a good, solid local show with all the people that we know love our music, that have come out and had a good time in our shows before, and that have been just locked up this whole time and want to get some fucking aggression out. Like, to me, coming out of the pandemic, perfect show would just be a fucking packed local show at like Trip 6 or something, somewhere that's not
Yeah.
even that great of a venue, but you
Sure.
love it because just, you're at home, you're with the homies, all the local bands can play, everybody we know, and just watch everybody just finally get some aggression out and have a good time.
yeah. I haven't been to Trip 6 yet.
It's pretty cool.
Fucking great
It's pretty
video,
cool,
man.
man.
Straight up
I
and
like
coming
it a
venue.
lot.
Shout out to Cam and those guys. They put on a great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's welcoming. Like
Yeah.
that's the one thing about a venue. I don't really care what it looks like. I don't really care as long as it sounds good and as long as people show up and the venue treats you right when you get there. That's the one thing they did was they treated everybody right. So
That's
I
good.
really like that place.
Oh, show.
It's very cool.
Dude, yeah. Trip six.
Well, I remember right before everything shut down, Elise set up that show at Axelrad in that room.
Yeah. I
which
watched.
was-
Where were we? We were out of town, but we watched the feed.
Yeah.
I remember watching it. We had a show out of town that night. I remember watching the feed.
How was that, by the way? Because I was just shooting it with my phone.
Yeah, so it gave, man. I mean, it is what it was. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're shooting it with your phone. You got the phone audio. Well, you could tell that, but you could hear it. And we know those bands that were playing, Castor Troy and Brickhaven. I think played that one too.
Yeah.
And that's like so those guys, their sound, so you can kind of hear it. But it was shitty phone audio, But I was just curious as to how they were even going to do it and set it up in that venue because
Right.
it's crazy they did it in that room because you would think out in the beer garden out in the back would be stage out there would be awesome.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. I was thinking like, how the hell are they going to do a metal show for all these like Instagram models in the courtyard? It just didn't make sense. But Elise is a legit metalhead, and she wanted to do some metal there, so she found a spot for it. And
what was like the dimensions? 'Cause I mean, it looked like it wasn't done on phone, but like it was almost like a little rectangle hallway with a stage at the end of it.
yeah, that's basically what it was. I mean, it was. I'm trying to think of a. Do you remember the downstairs at Fitzgerald's?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
I missed
yeah.
the downstairs.
I missed it. Yeah.
It's Gerald's. Man.
We took it for granted, damn it. We talked shit about it, now it's gone.
I'm sad.
It was a little smaller than that. I felt a little
Oh, wow.
claustrophobic in there because it just it's just like you said, it's just a room, just a rectangular room with a stage. So like if you crammed a bunch of people in there,
Well, I've seen some shows in Bonds 007 Rock Bar, San Antonio. It's kind of a shotgun style rectangle with a stage at the end. The stage got a pole right in the middle of it.
Oh,
But
yeah.
one of the best shows we've ever played was at that bar.
Mangoes,
up in
dude.
San Antonio. That place is awesome.
Mangoes.
Killer time. So, and it looked like people were having fun at that Axelrad show.
yeah, it was a fun show. I think that was maybe the first or second time Castor Troy played out because it's like dudes from like
Some
Slug in the
homies.
Sun and Traders
Yeah.
and
The homies.
and dude, they were just fucking killer, man.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I
That's
think
a good band. It's a really
I
good
think
band.
I liked like nothing against those other bands, but I think I liked Castor Troy better than the bands that the guys were.
Have you heard the
came
new
from.
Slug with Juan on vocals?
Oh, that stuff's nasty.
Check that shit out.
It's
I
good.
think they posted
Yeah.
it on YouTube. I think I watched it on YouTube.
Yeah, really good stuff, man. It's a really good band. That's it. That's what I'm waiting on. When I talk about wanting to play a local show, it's because I know when shows come back, we'll be able to book a show with those guys, and those are homies.
Yeah.
You get Slug, get Castor Troy, and go out and play a killer show for all the fans.
Bring Scrap Pile in.
Scrap pile.
Dude, fuck yeah.
Absolutely.
Dude, anytime those guys want to play with
us,
us, they're welcome.
yeah, absolutely. That's a phenomenal
They're
band.
awesome.
Dude, some 41.
Some 41.
And that's why Tom's on the edge of, staying in the band or not.
Yeah.
El Camino.
El Caminos. Yeah. They had a song about El Caminos when I was a kid that I used to sing.
It resonated with him.
It still resonates. Excuse me. It still resonates with me.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, we'll play with Sum 41 though pretty soon.
It's really tight.
Nice.
Just
Nice.
want to return our call.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Sorry, guys. Yeah.
Well,
What's his
guys.
name? Yeah, go ahead.
Well, guys. I mean, we've been talking for about an hour now.
For sure, man.
What else do you want people to know about you guys that we didn't cover?
Hey, man, check out the album. The shit's sick. We put a lot of work into it.
Yeah.
Buy some merch if you feel like it.
Fucking pick
Get
it
the
up.
get the sweet shirt. This is yellow.
Yeah,
it's not
Yeah.
fake meat.
It's not,
Get the
but
new
we're working on the
Texture
fake meat
Architectural
logo. So if you guys
Genocide shirt. Get fucking rolling.
Yeah, dude.
check it out if you like it, cool. Come
Yeah,
on.
hit us
What's-
up if you want to hang.
Piss your pants.
Yeah,
No.
piss your pants.
I
Piss
have-
your pants.
Piss your
at home.
pants.
and your
Yeah.
shorts.
I play video
And your
games, so if
boxers,
y'all want to hit me up and
panties,
play some video
piss 'em
games.
off.
Okay. That's borderline sexual harassment.
Oh, how is that fucking harassment?
Oh, man, you said panties.
It's so indirect, and everyone can wear anything.
That's right.
Are you wearing panties?
I didn't want to let him know that, but I am. Anyway,
Yeah, man. That's what we want you to know. Check out the
Yeah,
album
man.
for real. Check out the
Yeah.
album. Bandcamp.com
There you go.
/architectural genocide. I had to get the nod from him because I'm not completely in the band yet. But yeah.
oh,
There you go. Or that.
Yeah.
Just screenshot what
Yeah.
Robb Zipp is putting up there.
Go to Comatose
Yeah.
Music, buy the album, buy
Dude,
some other stuff. from
screenshot that.
Comatose.
buy everything off the
Everything they put
Comatose
off is
music.
good.
Screenshot
Steve
that
Rich.
and then look it up.
Make this scene fucking go
Nope.
nuts.
If you got a question, hit us up on Facebook. Shoot us
Yeah.
a message. We'll talk to you.
Play
man.
video games with me.
Yeah.
And
Play video games with him.
Jake said they'd love to play with you guys anytime.
Yeah. It's going
yeah.
down.
Facebook
Wayne
user
Ortiz
Jake.
has
We
my
love you,
scrap pile
Facebook user
shirt.
Jake.
Wayne Ortiz bought me
You're
a
the
scrap
best.
pile shirt.
Okay,
He was so showing
so-
off, I'm stoked.
Of the
Wayne
fallen,
Ortiz
of the
does
fallen,
that's what I want.
of the fallen did the
Yeah.
intro music for this. So
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's badass.
Fucking
Maybe-
A, man.
Much
Love
love.
that. Those are good guys too. Wayne's a great dude. Hang out with that guy all the time. We
May-
used to at
maybe-
shows.
I used to do back in like 97 through 2000. I put together these shows. Yeah, I'm old. I put together these shows.
You knew
called-
immediately what that whoa was for. Well, it was more
Yeah.
like an eyeball because I was like, man. But yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
I
What
put
were you
together
putting
these
together?
shows called Zip Fest, and
Oh, okay.
they were just these festival 2-day festival weekends, and
Everyone had to bring a zip.
Dude.
That was
Zip
a
ties?
great time.
anyway, so yeah, maybe I'll bring that back and have
You ought to, man.
Dude,
Like, yeah, you
please.
should.
I know enough
For
bands. I know enough bands, so if it gets safe, I'll bring some guys in. Somebody says,
sure. Man, if you do a
love
Zip
you
Fest,
guys.
hit us up.
Chris
Hey,
Doucette
Oh,
wants you
Chris.
guys.
Oh,
That's my
Chris,
boy.
dude.
And
I haven't seen him since I was in a band from days past.
dude,
What's up, Chris?
we're fellow employees now.
You work with Chris?
Yeah.
Chris, dude, add me on Facebook,
Yeah.
man. I deleted it to hide from someone in my life, but I'm back now, man. I don't have
He
fear.
was trying to hide from me, and there ain't no hiding. Dude.
There ain't no
I'm gonna
hiding.
find you.
There ain't no hiding. Anyway,
Yeah,
sorry.
hit
We're
it up
done.
though. Yeah, if you bring Zip Fest back, we'd be honored to
Dude.
bring
Yeah,
play
hit
it,
us
man.
up, man.
Awesome.
I'm
Thank
trying to
you.
get some 41.
Let's do it.
I don't think I'm gonna have some 41 on it.
Dude, they'll do it as a favor.
So here we go. He's a Nephilim terror.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the band that I was in for a very short amount of time. I had very little to do with that band.
They sound very familiar.
I might have mentioned them in my sleep once or twice.
Or every time he talks.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for coming on,
All right,
man.
Rob.
Thanks for
Appreciate it,
having
man.
us.
Keep
Yeah.
shredding, keep ripping, and when
Appreciate
shows
it.
come back, you guys are gonna just fucking tear it up. I know.
Looking forward
Yeah,
to it.
look to see you at the
Looking forward
show
to
again.
it.
That'd be awesome.
Ripping
I'd love to see you
tear.
guys play with Gorgatron. Those guys are fucking killer.
Man, fuck
They
yeah.
are great.
If you know somebody, hook it up.
They are great.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Yeah.
Facebook friends with all those guys. I
Well,
met them at
Put
Slam
them on
Dakota.
Zip Fest.
You tell them that
Put
we
them on
want
Zip
to. You
Fest.
tell them
I'll-
we'll play a show. Let them headline Zip Fest. We'll come on.
I'll, I'll invite them. I'm sure I'd have to pay them. That's the problem.
Oh, dude.
Hit us up.
Yeah, we'll throw you a couple
Well,
bones.
yeah.
Dude,
All
we're
right,
so
we'll
rich.
take a collection. We'll take a collection to try to get
There
them
you go.
down.
We'll start the GoFundMe
We can
tomorrow.
do it. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Just kidding.
Well, I'm gonna let you
It's
go.
been a pleasure,
Appreciate it,
Rob.
Thanks, brother.
Let's
Have a
do
good
this
night.
again,
Thank
bro.
you.
Thank you.
All right,
All right. Later, dude.
later. All right, guys. That was Architectural Genocide from Houston death metal band, Texas death metal. Awesome. Check out their album. It's available. They have a Bandcamp, all that good stuff. Get this sweet T-shirt. Look at that, like scully octopus type shit here. It's fucking actually this was an Indonesian dude, but anyway, awesome guys. Thanks for coming on. Let me see. I'm gonna kick them from the studio. See you guys. They're gone. All right. So next week I will have, if everything goes right, and hopefully I'm saying this right, Scythian Fate from Australia. They're like, I could be completely fucking that up, but they are. It'll be Monday here at 7 p.m. and it'll be 11 a.m. Tuesday morning in Australia when I talk to them. So that's a huge time difference, but they said they're going to work it out. I talked to Toby and the boys. Cool band from Australia. Next Monday at 7 Central Time. The week after that, there will be no show. I'm going to be out of town. And the week after that, I'm going to have Stormstress. The week after that, I'm going to have Foster Mother, another Houston band. And then the week after that, I'm going to have Brian Kingsland. He is in Nile, but he also has his own new band. It's got a new album coming out. We're going to talk mostly about that. I'm not going to talk too much about his role as the vocalist for Nile. Those are what's coming up for the Monday night live, Most Metal Monday night live shows. I'm going to do some other live videos. After this, I'm going to change shirts, and I'm going to do another unboxing video that's going to only be on YouTube. I'm only going to post those on YouTube, but I will share them on the Facebook. So please make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when I go live or post videos there. On Wednesday, I'm going to go live on location. I'm going to go to a coffee shop in Cypress, Texas called Plum Coffee. Do you like coffee? I don't drink caffeine. My mom drinks caffeine. She's going to enjoy some coffee, but they have some sandwiches and some cakes and a really sweet family mom and pop place that I'm going to check out. And then after that at 3 o'clock, so that's going to be at noon on Wednesday. And at 3 o'clock on Wednesday, I'm going to the National Museum of Funeral History. That's a really cool place in North Houston. I've been there several times. I'm going to get a private tour from the president of the museum, and I'm gonna bring you along with me. This is going to be a live shoot, so anything can happen when it goes live, right? So both of those are going to be live shoots. I love doing it live, and like I said, I hate editing the video, and video editing is not fun, but I'll do a little bit of that. And I mentioned I am going out of town. I haven't really mentioned what I'm going to be doing out of town. I might keep that as a surprise. We'll see, but I'm excited. It's a trip. I'm excited. This is what I do. I go on trips. So, all right, I'm going to end this broadcast, and I'll be back on YouTube